Watch for the enemy.
Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome to a big black box up in the top left corner. Well, that's not supposed to be there. Why is that there? Why is that there? Stop being there. That. Right. Maybe. Possibly. We don't even have any funding goals to put up there anymore now, since Power Watch Simulator was funded, Equestrian War was funded, and we gotta actually get through some of these before we move on to other funding goals. Ruin was finished.
Watch for the enemy.
Ruin was... I missed the bunker. Even though I don't miss the bunker at all. So, another few turns of very, very slowly building up money later. And two interesting things happened. The Black Numenorians are, as usual, spawning stacks somewhere over here, I believe. The Dol Amrothians are... I don't actually know what the Dol Amrothians are doing. They're doing whatever the useless Dol Amrothians have always been doing. Being goddamn fucking worthless. That's what they're doing. I really need to conquer Dol Amroth and just get their money for myself. Unironically, I'm pretty sure I would be vastly superior. And I've managed to scrape together a northern expedition, because I don't want to expand to the east because I don't think I can hold it. Because with these little shits in the south and these little shits up here, I feel like any push on the Black Gate or on Minas Morgul right now will just end up with me in a situation where I'm getting attacked in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities instead of 2. So, there's that. I am beginning the production of an actual army, though, which I'm thinking I'll push down to Ostihil, or maybe down here. We'll see, to start up a new defensive line, which will be made up of slightly more veteran characters. So I'm putting them in the forts for now to try and keep the upkeep to a relative minimum, as the economy is, as usual, my one and only true foe, it feels like. Especially now as there's an army in the field, marching without the upkeep reduction, which is mildly terrible.
That's right, fool. It's an enemy ship.
Hello there. Are you more free stuff that's spawning? You are, aren't you? I don't like it when more free enemy stuff spawns. Speaking of, I also had some spy waffling about. I think he's got... Yeah, we got most of the spies up here now. The Rohirrim really should be, you know, killing the enemies up here by now. I'm pretty sure they can just take Isengard. In fact, I am very tempted to just send an army up to Isengard first, because this really should be finished by now, but for some reason it's not. And it's mildly aggravating me. Well, we'll see what fresh hell emerges. Hello there, Dol Amroth. I hope you win. Thank you. At the very least, the Dol Amrothians have been useful in, you know, picking away at the enemy. The primary reason why the south is still relatively secure is because I keep grinding them off against the Dol Amrothians. Even then, God, I wish you would just own Dol Amroth. It would be so much easier. I don't even care about the fact that you'd be getting invaded directly by the Dark Numenorians. I would have so much more money and so much more armies. Alright. The Dunedain leader is dead, huh? Huh. Bjorn's Hall besieged. Shit's going up down north, as per usual. So just kind of what happens up there.
Captain of Gondor. Assail the enemies of Gondor!
Right, well, I can't attack it immediately, but we'll slap up a couple of those things, then we'll take it next turn. That army should be beat to absolute shit, I believe, as should that one.
My lord,
I will only address you.
approaching quietly. Tomorrow's
Did somebody else take that
journey,
over? No, it's the same people. Okay.
my lord.
Right, how do I find my other agents? That's a great question. I swear to God there used to be a key that selected agents, but now it seems to mostly just select, you know, characters. And I have too many characters due to the Fruits of the Loins Brigade.
Speak to
God, I wish the Rohirrim would just finish this shit up.
Approaching quietly.
I really do.
Approaching quietly.
I think what's kind of happening is I suspect they keep moving in, spawning free stacks for Isengard, and never finishing off Isengard. So Isengard is constantly getting just new stacks of troops, because they move up, do the spawny script to create defending units, and then they withdraw, not actually having done anything, except, of course, having created further enemies, I guess. Which, they do seem to be doing with quite the gusto. That is my leading theory at the moment. Right, the Dol Amrothians won that, which is nice. I wish I could reliably get them peeled off against the fort there.
Onward! Let us set up camp here.
Okay, so the current expansion army, what have we got? We've got a unit of Amrothian squires. We've got a ballista for killing trolls. Gondor Legion of Spearmen. One Gondor Spearman, one Gondor Archer. We have 3 Fountain Guards, which I can use if necessary, but I'd prefer to keep them for a holding stack.
Honor in defeating you. I respect you in battle. There will be much honor.
As what makes me a little bit nervous is that I feel like I'm going to need to take multiple settlements very quickly, because I'm going to need a defensive line down here. Because if I abandon Eastern Osgiliath, and they still keep attacking me from the south, then I have a problem. If they keep attacking me from the north, I have a problem. So, we'll see how I'm going to figure that one out. So I can't just move over the Eastern Osgiliath garrison either, I imagine. Do I have a general for all of this? I mean, I'll just pick one of the fruits of the loins, why the fuck not? I mean, I've got plenty of those, so not like that's going to be necessarily the biggest deal. I wish I could move some of this up north. I really do. Right. What's my income right now? About $1,000? Not awful, not awful. I guess we'll keep recruiting some Gondor infantry. For now, slowly but surely. And we might need to rely on the Ithilien Rangers for ranged support. Alright. The economy is also growing slowly but surely, which is nice. I had my first village upgrade recently, which I think was Callambel? I don't know, one of these villages upgraded. Tarnos maybe? And it gave me access to the next level of the mining network, so I'm very excited for what that will do to my income coffers, not too distant future. Anything about to go terribly wrong? Not immediately, no. Nice. I need to... Okay, so Rohan is currently engaged with the Dunedain, which I'm beginning a bit of an offensive against, but I'm wondering, I'm almost tempted, I am genuinely almost tempted to not go for Mordor first, and to go for Isengard first instead. Just because Isengard is somehow still keeping Rohan busy, even long after it should have fucking collapsed. And yet it's still up there, and I hate it, and I hate it a lot. I hate it. I hate them. I hate everything they stand for. I hate everything they do. They're gay, and I don't like them.
Approaching quietly.
Balorn Castle. Balorn. I mean, that's not defended by a whole lot. I feel like, where was one of my countless bastard sons? Is that you?
Maintain order.
Yeah, you certainly look like a bastard son. Older one, but still. You go down there.
Let us set up camp here.
I'm gonna have to leave a little bit behind, but... Balorn.
Ready your weapons. Maintain order.
Ah, good God. Gondor's second offensive battle in 100 turns. My Jesus. I feel like you should just surrender. I really feel like you should just give up and just let yourself be dead. Hold on. If I auto-resolve this, will you kill like one of my dudes? 27, I'll take that, because I'm pretty sure attacking it would actually cost me more than that. 1,800... Tempting, but... Jesus, really? You're awfully pissed off at me, aren't you? Right, any of this shit spreading bullshit influence. Ooh, a mining network. Nice. Ballistas. Nicer. The slave pits. Is that one? That's probably spreading... Milkool's shadow. Bonus polygon. Grog's hut. Practice range. Warg breathers. Gives me Gondor cavalry. Right, nice. I do like that. Durwe Thloor, Old Puckleland. Well, we're gonna build a library immediately. Public order bonus. I mean, it doesn't say that it's spreading culture. So I'm not actually sure what it's doing. I guess I'll leave it there for a turn and I'll just check it out. Spellforce building, yes, chat, yes, absolutely. Varg Riders of Gondor.
I will not waste words.
If you want to go up there and play with them, I don't really mind. You can do that. That's okay.
I respect you in
Oh,
battle.
there are you little shits.
There will be much honor in defeating
Tempted
you.
to go out and fight you, but I'm presuming you're just gonna stand there like little nincompoops for an extended period of time, so Is this full? It isn't. Okay, let's move another unit over there.
Tongue, if I must.
How many soldiers? 101. Okay, you two can join up together then, and we'll retrain that one. Nice. Gondor archers. I don't necessarily see the point in Gondor archers. I mean, no, their missile attack is 5 compared to 3, which is pretty big. But that's a lot of upkeep for what is basically just, you know, really
Service
fucking heavy-duty
guarantees
archers.
citizenship.
What's the upkeep for the rangers? Yeah, the rangers are definitely way better. Red Fox Media. Just watched Dev on Side Scrollers. I may disagree with Dev on most things, but he certainly is a well of knowledge in regards to Gamergate. Fascinating. Yeah, see, Dev isn't that bad. People don't like Dev. You should like Dev. Dev is actually a fairly cute little kitten once you get to petting him properly, okay? You just need to rub him with the hairs and occasionally avoid the topic of communism altogether, because then Dev gets very defensive, as his ideals are being called out, you know?
I will not waste words on you.
I really want to get some sort of offensive stack going down south. But I also feel like doing that is just actually genuinely going to be a bad idea as
I will
well.
not waste words on you.
So I kind of don't want to, even as I do kind of want to. That is kind of the problem. I want to, but I also don't think I can afford to. Alright, that's another Gondor Spearman unit. I have a ballista. Do I want 2 ballistas? I kind of want 2 ballistas. I can't lie, I kind of want 2 ballistas. Even though, obviously, they're not going to be as useful in open field battles, but 2 ballistas, I imagine, would be very useful against, you know... I kind of want trebuchets. I really want trebuchets. But the trebuchet building costs like $5 million, I think. 320. Or no, they're just catapults. I kind of want catapults. I really do kind of want catapults. I really want catapults, but I don't know if I can afford catapults. Why? Why must there be so much choice? They'll be useful defensive troops regardless, so get some catapults. Right, is there anything else I can build that will give me money? Chicken farm. See, you wouldn't think the chicken farm would be that useful, but I... God, would the chicken... It would give me the stronghold, I guess. Which would probably give me the next level of the mining network. Yeah, build the fucking chicken farm, why not? Build a stupid goddamn fucking chicken farm.
Be gone. Orders.
Captain of Gondor.
I will only address you in battle.
Build the dumb chicken farm if you must.
Approaching quietly.
That one's not very well
Approaching
defended.
quietly.
Let us settle matters on the field of battle.
Approach to open negotiations.
I wonder,
Yes, my lord.
You have something in mind for our people, noble one?
I wonder if there isn't an opportunity for some diplomacy here. I kind of gave up on diplomacy because I was offering them $5,000 and it was very generous, and they were like, yeah, no, we're not going to take that. But maybe I'm going to give that one more try. One more try. See, do you see the amount of shit that Rohan has, and they still haven't dealt with Isengard? God damn it. Why? Why? You can destroy them. Like, okay, granted, fair enough. Rohan has a bit of a hard time against Isengard, because Isengard's literally an army of, like, pike-wielding mundo maniacs, right? Fair enough, but I really feel like they could be doing a little bit better here.
Cowards!
I'm worried by the fact that the Mordorian army is actually getting kind of small now. Hi there.
Retreat!
Well, you're dead.
Let us set up camp here.
Oh, you're not? Wow, that's surprising. Oh, an armsman's guild in Sirith Laur? What? Why? 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 Why up here? No?
Ready your weapons.
Be gone. I will only address you.
I don't
in
understand.
your will, my lord.
Right. So these two groups should be fucking tiny, I'm pretty sure. Oh, they're starting to recruit stuff over there.
My lord.
Awaiting your command. Captain of Gondor.
I mean, this should be, like, yeah, 2 men lost.
Destroyed them.
Wait, you still gotta wait? Oh, yeah.
Slay them.
Okay, very well then.
Captain of Gondor.
A little bit rebellious, are you? Minus 76. Okay, so my culture is on the rise. Good. Okay, that's fine. Relatively speaking, I guess. Oh god. Okay, so there's another free spawn stack of black Numenorians here, which the
Captain of Gondor.
oh god, which these fuckers have not dealt with, of course.
Awaiting your. Let us settle matters on the field
Heresy's
of
the
battle.
question.
Oh
Fire
god,
is the answer.
why? How? See, this is, I swear to god, the primary danger is not the enemy, it's fucking Dol Amroth. Dol Amroth is the greatest danger to Gondor by quite some fucking margin. Because I never know if they're controlling their territory. At the very least, you should give me view over their shit. Oh, God, help me.
You are brave to seek an audience with us like this.
Let's see. Out of just general interest. Nah.
Very well.
There's basically, there is
Your orders.
not a whole lot of diplomacy there. So you
Yes.
go up here
stop
maybe,
in
and
here.
maybe we can do some
I
of the
shall
doodle
continue
endings.
tomorrow.
Waiting your command.
Oh, God. Fucking Dol Amroth. Because now, since I didn't know that there was an entire stack of free-spawned, hyper-elite, hyper-armored troops literally on my doorstep, I don't really have anything to deal with that, even as I'm getting attacked down here as well. Oh, Dol Amroth. I fucking hate Dol Amroth.
Awaiting your command.
I fucking hate Dol Amroth so much.
There will be much
Because I don't
honor
really have any
in
plans for
defeating you.
dealing with all of the threats.
I respect you, my enemy.
If
Let us
only I
settle
could
matters on the field of
have a
battle.
little warning. What could I possibly mobilize to deal with Dol Amroth's countless failures? That is a good question. That is a very good question. Well, I've got a leader down in Pelagia, so I can always pull him out, I guess. Some Gondor militia. I really don't want to drag these guys over here to deal with fucking Dol Amroth's failures. Like, good God, I do not want to have an entire offensive stack dealing with the fact that Dol Amroth can't
I
ally.
respect you, my enemy.
But I might have to. Oh, what a nightmare. Ugh, I don't have an
As
option.
you wish. We can go no further today.
I genuinely don't have an option.
Yes. Joining
That
forces.
is gonna fucking ravage my income. Yep, and, oh, God.
Ready your weapons.
Oh, Dol Amroth. I
Let us settle
fucking
matters
hate
on the
you.
field of
I fucking hate you so much. I hate you so much.
Maintain order.
Alright, well, let's see where they go. Please, Rohan, deal with Isengard. Well, they're hunting down some of their smaller stacks and losing. Progress of a sort, I suppose. Very charitable definition of progress, mayhaps, but progress nevertheless. Alright, we've got ourselves a whole bunch of black Uruks this time, do we? Alright.
Let them have it, men.
Hero U45. Remember, arch diplomacy only works at the point of a gun. It does kind of seem that way.
Let us prepare for this war.
Alright, let's get you reorganized. Set up the ballista as per usual.
Onward. Onward. Forward.
Come on, boys, in front of the fountain. You know where you belong.
Forward. Marchmen. Marchmen.
There.
Marchmen.
Enemy could be near.
The enemy could be near, yes. In fact, you can see them from the fucking walls.
Forward. Advance. Advance. Onward.
And the Fruit of the Loins brigades placed over here by the opening.
Advance. Archer battalion standing by. Onward. Soldier battalion standing by. Gondor.
And the meat shields as well. Whilst we keep those who actually cost money to keep in reserve.
Gondor militia. Move out. City ballista.
Hold your fire, actually.
Archer battalion standing by. At your command.
Right, stop out.
Men of Gondor.
ready for battle.
Archers standing by. March.
Soldier battalion standing by. March!
Men.
We shall win this war.
Men.
The White City will prevail. Have faith in the Silver Tree.
By now, I'm sure most of them have figured out roughly what they're doing here.
Go forth!
Wait, are you... No, it's not moving. Every time I look at the tower and I expect it to start moving, and every time it doesn't.
Have faith in the Silver Tree.
You know the motions, invaders. Walk slowly up to the gate, bash down the doors. You know, this is going to be a ceremonial procession
are
at some
battering
point
down
in the
the gates.
future, right? Once Mordor is finally defeated and all of this is done and over with,
The enemy's ram has
Gondor
reached
is
the
going to
gates.
have a celebration where a bunch of children carrying a mock ram break down a mock gate, etc. And nobody will understand why anymore. Like, the knowledge for why this nonsense is done will have been lost for millennia,
The walls are
but
no
they just
longer
know that
ours.
they've been
The
doing
enemy
this
have taken them.
forever. And then there's a little thing where they repair the door and everyone's like, wow, we repaired the door, yay! Completely meaningless traditions like that will no doubt be spawned from these repeated aggressions by the enemy.
Quell this evil.
Let them gather up a little bit. And we can start up with the arrows as well. Simultaneously, there'll be a little girl playing the ballista. You know, just firing giant bolts into a little dummy representation of an orc. People won't even know what an orc is anymore. It'll have been thousands of years. People will have forgotten what orcs are. Oh, that one cut it a little bit close, don't you think?
Never again will the last my people walk over
Digi Ballista!
Digi-ballista. That's what I hear. Digi-ballista. I half expected to transform into a Digimon and start killing the enemy. Oh. Ah, god damn it. Are we doing this now? We are doing this now. Ugh. With new enemies comes new move orders. Yep, they move up just far enough to just touch the ballista, nothing else. Just touch it. Alright, well, you're basically kind of screwed over now. Oh, you did get back to it. And then the in-game sound disappeared. Completely. Alright, well.
I have lost. Shit.
Oh wow, okay, so the new blackguards don't work like the old ones. These do just walk. Alright. Well, that's gonna complicate matters a lot now, isn't it? Very annoyingly. Maybe it has something to do with the sound breaking. Yep. They walk just far enough to activate all of the archers and all of the ranged units. How very suspicious. On the other hand, they are losing their numbers pretty quickly, which is nice. So, you all just stopped shooting for reasons. Could you, I don't know, resume shooting, maybe? I don't recall asking you to stop at any point. Even if it is getting a little close in there. Alright, and thus begins the grind. Another thing I would like to see added to Total War, not that it's going to be added, mind you, because Total War is, of course, basically a dead franchise at this point that will never advance ever again in any real mentionable way, is the idea of formation integrity, because that is a concept that was unbelievably important in actual warfare, that does not matter at all in Total War games. See, normally, a unit was defeated, not when all of its dudes were dead or anything silly like that. A unit was defeated once its operational integrity was compromised. Once the unit was no longer able to fight in an organized manner, they would be butchered by their opposition, because without the ability to maintain solid ranks, they would be easy prey for any unit that did maintain solid ranks, of course. This has never been a thing in Total War, which has always annoyed me quite a bit, because, again, this is like the single most important aspect of warfare ever. You know, a disordered unit stands next to no chance against an ordered unit. Like, you have so many examples through medieval warfare history, for example, of elite troops, of literally knights being overrun by basically peasant fucking footmen because they couldn't get reorganized. You've got tales of heavy cavalry being defeated by light skirmishers because they couldn't get organized, you know? Whereas here, we don't have much of that, nor do we have morale. I need to look into sub-mods for this mod, because I would like for morale to be a bigger aspect of the mod, as morale really doesn't exist at the moment. Good God help me, it is not a factor. The forces of the enemy fought until they were 100% wiped out. Orcs fight until the absolute last individual orc. Like, Jesus. I don't know if this holds true, honestly. Oh, there's a ring wraith. Well, he'll be stabbed to death eventually, I'm sure. It's just gonna take a while. Bash, 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 bash. Where even is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, no, that's another one. Right, take your time, we're not in a hurry. Raining Terror, Archday, I'm watching the vampire campaign and see why V needs a very tight leash or he'll start to ruin everything. Yes, he kind of does, it's true. You're still alive, okay. Axeman, can you finish them off maybe? There we go. Right, I need to try and reset the fucking sound now. Sujad, will you be trying the new Terminator game? The strategy game? Probably not. It looks too much like Panzer Commander from way back in the day. It just doesn't look very good, if that makes sense. And that's despite the fact that when I first looked at it, I actually thought it looked kind of interesting, as if they were making a bit of an interesting strategy game in the Terminator setting, you know? But upon closer inspection, I'm not quite convinced. I'm not quite convinced at all, really. Not quite convinced. Alright, let's see. Medieval. Hopefully they'll restore the sound. No, still nothing. Okay, I'm gonna have to restart the game proper then, in all due likelihood. Annoying, but such is life on occasion. Normally, just rebooting the sound drivers themselves usually manage to get it back up again, but not today. I will return in but a moment then. Come on, launch game.
Service guarantees citizenship.
It's very save scummy. I was banging my head against the wall for my entire playthrough. Really? Huh. Well, that doesn't sound very good. And it just didn't look very inspired, you know? It looked very basic. And this is a problem that Slytherin has quite frequently. Slytherin occasionally makes some genuinely good stuff, but they are the kings of the middle market on so so many levels. God help me, but Slytherin is just, like, the ultimate entity in the middle of the gaming market. They really are. Like, they usually don't make anything that, like, outright sucks, but they also very rarely make anything that outright rocks, you know? And we do need those. We do need the kings of the middle market on occasion as well, absolutely. They provide a valuable service, and occasionally they make a broken arrow. Oh, wow, the sound options are just completely there. Okay. Right, sound! Yay!
I respect you, my enemy.
Now, luckily, that massive Freespawn army wandered off somewhere else, presumably being chased by the Dol Amrothian army here.
My lord.
Right.
Yes.
We'll stick our dudes back in garrison for a little bit longer then.
Orders. By your command.
Hoping that nothing else unfortunate waffles up behind us. As I really genuinely, unironically cannot afford to actually keep this army mobilized. I cannot afford to. You know what? I'm gonna disband you, actually. I need to start
Leave me be.
I have lost.
saving up money.
Is it not obvious I am your foe? Leave me be.
I'm probably going to actually have to start buying ships,
My master
because that is
despises
definitely going to
you.
hit my trade, I imagine, when they're just blockading all of my ports. Even though I don't know if I even trade anything with anyone anywhere. Like, there's some trade lines, but I don't know,
My lord.
I don't actually know how much... Yeah, I don't think the trade number actually dipped any there, so I'm not entirely sure.
Approaching quietly.
Alright, you're gonna keep being annoying for a while, aren't you? Yes, yes you are.
Maintain order.
Captain of Gondor.
Okay, I'm gonna have to sit on that for a little while to pacify it, which is not ideal, as I would really like to keep that army moving. But... yeah. Let's see, where was the damned, where was the damned thingity-bob? There, 70. 15, yep. Culture is increasing, so I'm just gonna literally have to chill on it for a little bit. Sit on it like a nest egg.
Maintain order.
I really need to try and get these little tards to attack this place.
There will be much honor in defeating you.
Maybe if I,
As you
maybe
wish.
if I move out one more of those, maybe that'll entice them in.
Approach to open negotiation.
Your orders.
Maybe that'll entice them to come over and try and play. Try and play with me. Gondor Cavalry. Right. Attack 7, charge bonus 6, total defense 17, armor 11. It's not bad. Skilled against mounts. Definitely not bad. But are they worth 370 upkeep? Not convinced. Especially not with a somewhat mediocre charge bonus.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Did I have a...
Yes, my lord.
I didn't have a spy up here, did I?
You have something in mind for our people, noble one?
There you are.
Approaching quietly.
There's Isengard
Approaching quietly.
and Eisenrun.
I would fight for your people as if they were my own, friend.
I wish you would. That would be really useful. Orc Men Bodyguard. Wow. Triple gold. Fucking Christ. I feel like if the Rohirrim have been feeding somewhat. Yes. That's what I feel like. I feel like the Rohirrim have been doing far more harm than good over there for some reason. Odd. Very odd. Very strange. Very unusual.
Captain of Gondor.
Continue your long-ass journey.
Let us set up camp here.
Right. That will earn me a little bit more money. Should I start building the chicken farm again? I don't really want to start building the chicken farm again. Let's build a market instead. Raining Tenor says it's funny because in this D&D campaign V isn't really being as impulsive, but now Rags needs a wrangling. You need to wrangle them all, that's the problem. Normally, I'm the party leader, and I'm trying to tire wrangle, but in D&D, I have refused to be the party leader. I wish to just play Joan of Arc, the nice, gentle zealot woman. I do not wish power for my own sake. I refuse the leadership role, and thrust it upon others. Great beasts. Ah, well that's gay.
Break their will.
Why would you bring those? Now, I'm kind of curious here, because I do have these guys now, and these guys have an ability that the developers took out of other Total War games. Spikes. See, the veterans amongst you might remember that in Medieval 2, lots of units had this ability to put down spikes in the ground. Now, the sharpened stakes do an assload of damage to cavalry. And Creative Assembly, already back then beginning to show the things that they were later to become so very famous for, couldn't manage to program the game in such a way that cavalry wouldn't just run pell-mell onto spikes. They never managed it, ever, at any point. And so, they did what Creative Assembly usually do when they can't fix a problem, no matter how obvious the problem and easy it is to fix. They simply deleted the spikes from the game. So I'm very interested to see what will happen here. Very, very interested to see. Alright, Fruits of the Loin. You know what to do. You know where to go. You know your task. You know your goals. Who are you? Oh, another general. Okay. Up you come.
Gondor militia. Gondor militia. Gondor militia.
I wonder. Okay, so have they updated the look of their armor any? Okay, so these are the second tier upgrade, chainmail. And these are... Nah. Not noticeably. Nah, not noticeably. It's a little disappointing, but hardly the worst thing ever. Alright, let's set you up here. What is that? Oh, okay. There. That was a nice little pike block formation they had going there. Very nice. Very cute. Very avant-garde.
For Gondor. Have an arrow ready. Archers at the ready. Archers at the ready. Forward. Move out. I stand as your captain. Units march.
There you go. Tarts.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Let's see. You coming? They've got themselves cute little rhino beasts. There we go. I was getting worried there for a second that something had bugged out.
Ready for battle.
That would have been tragic.
Keep a lookout. For Gondor.
Put these guys in a position where we can minimize their casualties, because they're apparently really, really, really good. Which probably means they cost an arm and a fucking leg.
Men of Gondor.
Right, so let's see what the spikes do to enemy cavalry then. They do exactly what they've always done to enemy cavalry, and I love to see it. Very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice indeed. Very cuddly, very adorable. Tragically, they don't do the same to the great beasts, which I find infinitely disconcerting, but... Right, yeah, that's pretty much how I wanted to deal with enemy cavalry, alright? The damage they're doing to the fruits of the loins is ridiculous, though. I need to place the, probably need to place the free units there instead. Jesus! Oh yeah, definitely need to place the free units there instead. Good God. Running amok, I see. Uh-huh. Right. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Alrighty then. That was interesting. I think they did more damage to the enemy than they did to me, which I don't necessarily mind, I guess. But we definitely can't use the fruits of the loin to stop them, that's for sure. That's way too expensive. And then they run amok and... yeah. Right. I feel like those are probably a greater danger to the enemy than they are to me, if I'm to be entirely honest with you. That's just kind of what that feels like. I'm probably going to need to reload this one, because I bet you I lost a bunch of the fruits of the loin there. But, yeah. Yeah, that was certainly something. That was certainly something. I can't even actually attack it when it's doing this. It's just like... it's just a moving damage modifier that I can't even hit. So that is absolutely fucking awful. I don't think I like those units very much. Because one, they're definitely not a unit that the AI can control. Two, they're not really, like, participating in the battle much, if I'm to be honest. They kind of murdered the entire enemy army. Yeah, not a fan of the addition of those. I just feel kind of retarded. I wonder how much damage you need to make them go amok.
Behold how I'll be awed by the victory. Watch for the enemy.
Yep, I lost at least one captain there. I'm probably gonna have to reload that one because I can't really afford to lose captains. I really can't afford to lose captains. I'll see how many. If it was one, then meh. I'll take it as a casualty, I guess. Ah, Rune is starting to free spawn too. Nice. Or did I? Maybe I didn't. I guess I didn't. Okay, well, never mind then. I'm not a big fan of those units. Not a big fan of that. Like, it's... I get what they're going for. Obviously, they're going for, like, the whole elephant running amok thing. That's fair enough, but I don't think that does this game any favors.
It will be an honor.
If anything, I think that does this game a lot of disfavors. A lot of disfavors.
Let us set up camp here.
Alright, how's this going over here? 85%. Unrest is beginning to calm down. Melkor's Shadow's beginning to calm down. I probably still can't leave this.
My lord. Approaching quietly.
Be gone.
There was a fairly sizable army thumping about here somewhere. Yeah, if he leaves, then they go cray-cray.
Captain of Gondor.
Why? You're not even that good of a... You're not even that good of an administrator, honestly.
Ready your... Protect the blood of Numenor. Ready your weapons. Forward.
Alright, could I push forward if I leave him behind? No. How much would you need to leave behind to...
As you wish.
Alright, that'll keep them quiescent enough for the time being.
March, men.
Right, I'll move forward with this then.
My lord.
Quiescent enough for the time being.
There are many differences.
Yes, my lord. Without question. My lord. Approaching quietly. Approaching quietly.
I have nothing to say
that.
to you.
I think they're at war with Isengard, so it'd be lovely if they hit Isengard from behind and did some damage. That would be great. Any more units already? Blackroot Vale Archers. Do I want Blackroot Vale Archers? They're kind of derpy to reinforce. I don't like them, really. Get another unit of Ithilien Rangers.
By your command.
Move those lads up there, where they can get their free upkeep. I won't bother retraining that one for now. So trade. Okay, so I lose about 1,000 gold if I don't
Leave me be.
keep them from blockading me, which isn't the worst thing in the universe. What's the upkeep of, like, a boat? The upkeep of a boat is 200. Okay. So, it'd be kind of worth it, but I'd have to pay almost 2,000 gold per boat. So, I don't know about that. That's, it's a lot of money for a fucking boat. It's a frightening amount of money for a fucking boat. Three garrison units. If I move everyone but the governor out, are you fine? Yes, you are. What about the governor?
Take the blood of Numenor.
Alright, the governor's a bit too much, but I can mobilize an army down here. You are still quite a few turns away, that's fine. There's only like 3 units there. Let me slap in an archer, spearman, and... Ooh, you got pikemen over here, do you? Oh, cute. 1 Gondor militia, and that'll probably be a decent enough force to take Bale on. I'm getting worried about Lynn here again. I wonder if the Varaya got at war with the Black Numenorians.
There will be much honor in defeating you.
This river needs a choke point really, really badly, and it doesn't have one,
I respect you in
which is a very, very big problem. It's a very, very big problem.
There will be much honor in defeating you.
I respect you, my
Very,
enemy.
very big problem. And that army will probably come down there. I don't want to move you out because... Oh, actually, you're not earning me as much money as I thought you were.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Yeah, you're only earning like 500. To be fair, that's quite a lot of money in my current state. You then grab a couple units of militia.
Merging armies.
Onward!
Let us set up camp here.
And I will try to make some other form of
There will be much
pseudo-offensive
honor in
army.
defeating you. I respect you in battle.
Pseudo-offensive army, indeed.
I will not waste words on you.
Yeah. See, the issue is I really want them to be doing siege battles against me because they're starting to free spawn elite units now, and I'm not really going to be able to deal with their free spawned elites with my paid-for militia in the long run. That is going to be difficult.
I respect you in battle.
Very difficult and very dangerous. Do I have anything to push onto Ostihil soon? I'll have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wasn't I building a ballista? Oh, it was up there. 8, 9 for the commander. A half stack at best. Not great, not great. Not great. Maybe, if I reinforce it with a couple of these guys, yeah. If I can just scrape together enough to go down and take it, then that could probably be another defensive line. And then Minas Morgul will be open-ish for advance. Red Fox Media says V and Rags need a D&D marriage counselor. They do! They unironically do. Ooh, that's quite a lot of stuff you're bringing up there. 2 stacks, huh? How very aggressive of you.
Show yourselves!
Oh, very aggressive of you indeed. Suitable husband. Yep. Belfalas has fallen. That's down there. I'm worried that Dol Amroth... Oh, God, their army's just standing there too. Fuck, Dol Amroth. Fuck, Dol Amroth. Dol Amroth. Dol Amroth. You are just the... You are the fucking chain and ball around my fucking feet, aren't you? Okay, right. Screw the plans to cross the river. I gotta conquer Dol Amroth.
Awaiting your command.
I have to. I don't think I have a choice. I'm gonna have to turn the army I was going to send against Mordor on Dol Amroth, which is a fucking retarded thing to say, but I have to take their territory for my own. Because they can't hold it, they can't fucking fight for it, and if I can't even see what's going down here, I have no idea how many free stacks of Black Numenorians are just boppling about down here. I have no idea. Like, all of this could be Black Numenorians by now, for all I know. I'm going to have to invade them. Which is retarded, but
As you wish.
I don't see a
could go no
whole lot
further
of other
today.
choices.
Captain of Gondor.
Come and get me, you.
My lord. Approaching quietly.
Okay, they're building more shit up here than I was entirely
Approaching
wanting to see.
Approaching.
Protect the...
Be gone. Come and get me, you.
Quell this evil!
150 to 1. Alright. There, you dead now? Thank you.
Never shall they return! Quell this evil! We have vanquished the enemy!
Dubashiti Elders.
Assail the enemies of Gondor!
Fliani Wa Wagons. Muchi Ambatukshi. These are dumb names, and I don't think I like them. Skilled against mounts. May charge without orders. Excellent stamina. Okay, 2 to 1. Really? 2 to 1? 1,300 soldiers is 350 is a 2 to 1. That sounds extreme.
For the White City!
Let's see.
Units, prepare.
Mod neither uses population for recruitment, nor gives drinking traits as you describe, or spiritual aid didn't spawn any attacking units on Khand Mordor fronts. Oh no, they are. The mod, literally every unit is a free spawned unit. I've been told two different things. One is that they literally just spawned them. The other is that they spawned them in relevance to the recruitment numbers in the settlement. So that if the settlement has 3 recruitment slots, they will spawn 3 units. And you can actually open the console in-game and see the spawn commands play. And when the Black Numenorians first start invading, the game tells you you cannot stop these invasions with navies, because they just emerge there. And this is because they need to get around the AI being retarded. And I understand that, because the AI is retarded. The AI is very retarded. But it does mean that you need to play with that in mind, because if you try to, counter free spawns with militia, you're gonna lose. And you can also see this when you request stuff like ransom. Mordor never pays ransom, because Mordor has 0 gold. Mordor literally does not have money. The Varayeks did have money for a little while. I managed to get a couple thousand out of them in concessions. But the AI basically doesn't use cash at all. And that is necessary to make the AI useful, But it is still one of those things that you do have to think about.
Be ready, archers.
There we go. Right, those are the chariots. I'd prefer to get those with the expendable units. That would be nice. Kind of want to try and tease them out, but the Black Crew's archers should actually have pretty good range. There we go. Alright. So those are missile troops, are they? They are. Okay. Fair enough. Right, if they're missile troops, then I'm far more comfortable advancing these guys. Don't want to engage the chariots with these, so we'll keep them back a little bit.
We shall win. I stand as your captain.
Units, double time!
We shall win this war. We shall win this war.
The archers should not be too much of a danger against the heavy dudes. Feel free to open fire on the enemy if you are inclined to do so, archers.
I stand as your captain. Men of Gondor.
Damn, that did nothing. I'm kind of surprised. Jesus. Okay, well, it spread them out, at least, so maybe I can catch them with the cavalry. Okay, get in there, give them a few little stabby-wabbies, and back out again. As I don't want to stand there and fight. Jesus, those guys are fucking tough.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Okay, oh, they're ranged chariots, are they? Okay, right. In that case, I would very happily get up there with the commanders. They're all ranged units, good god, okay. Right. Get those tagged with the spearmen. Oh, boy. Jesus. Right, though us archers are unfathomably dangerous, and I need to keep that in mind.
If we continue like this,
Not only
we will
took they
smash the
0 casualties from, what, 3 rounds of shooting from 300 archers, they are cutting me to fucking ribbons in return. Ouch. Alright, well, at least they're in melee now. Keep them tagged, keep them dragged down. Fucking God almighty. Pull out the cavalry.
tidings. The enemy general lies dead. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Right, that should derp their morale very nicely. Indeed it did. I figured these would just be savages.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Dangerous savages, as it turns out. I wonder if the savages have any money. I guess we're about to find out.
Be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Jesus. That was a lot more expensive than I would ever have imagined. Okay, so ended with elders, ranged units. Very, 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 very good ranged units. Keep those tagged with melee whenever possible for future. Right, do you have money? You do actually have money, because I haven't had war with you yet. Nice.
Captain of Gondor.
Bandits. And after hunting in the woods, good morale, 135. You know what? Yes, they're cheap and cheerful. Cheap and cheerful.
There will be much honor in defeating you.
That is falling. The Dol Amrothian army is still standing, watching.
I will not waste words on you.
I respect you in battle. There will be much honor in defeating you.
What can I take out here without leaving it too vulnerable? Leave the pikemen Leave those. I can probably bring these.
Joining forces, my lord.
Protect the Captain of Gondor. Maintain order.
I respect.
I will not waste words on you.
It's getting awfully
Ready your
thin.
weapons.
Dangerously thin.
Awaiting. Maintain order.
And that leaves 4 Captain's Guards.
Ready your weapons.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
There will be much honor in defeating you.
Not exactly the ideal army to be launching a counterattack with.
By your command. Awaiting your command, my lord.
Do you get pissy if I take him out?
Ready your weapons.
You actually don't. Okay, well in that case we'll bring you 2.
Onward.
Captain of Gondor.
I'm gonna stick
Not
you.
an ideal army, but an army of sorts. Still nothing really worthwhile recruiting over that.
Awaiting your command.
My lord. Impossible, my lord. Approaching quietly.
Still only 3 units there.
Orders.
Alright.
We'll
So
make
that offensive will probably work out. Invasion event you saw... Well, no, the invasion event specifically announced that it was attacking Gondor, so I don't think it was attacking Elven ports to the north. Unless the event says one thing and does something completely different, which I wouldn't put it past the game, but it seems unlikely. Mr. Twenty, you missed my last super chat, darn it. Did I? Yes, I did. Hey, Arch, which is your favorite mark of Space Marine armor, and why? I think maybe 3. I like 3. 3 is pretty good. Maybe 5. Basically, whichever one isn't the Corvus armor, which if memory serves, Corvus armor is Corvus armor 4. The Crusade pattern. I don't even remember now. Right, let's save before there are more great beasts try to attack me.
Let them have it, men.
And the counterpoint is also, the Allies also do create their own spawned armies. We saw Dol Amroth, for example, spawn an army when they were getting close to being attacked on their capital. Alright, yes, you little shits invade via a completely different way, don't you? I don't like it when you do that. Because frankly, this way is more difficult to defend. Could I defend on the bridges, I wonder? Maybe I could.
Heresy is the question.
Maybe.
Fire is the
Yeah, that's
answer.
worth an experimental try, right? And so first and foremost, we're obviously going to abuse the game by placing sticks right there for obvious reasons. It'll be an interesting little experiment to see if we can defend over there, because if we can defend on the bridges, that would actually be pretty okay. Depending on how much the AI splits up its forces. That could actually be very worthwhile. Fruits of the loins. What's all the way over here? Militia. And 3 units. And you go over there. Alright, lads, it is time for you to run for your little lives. Run, 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 run. Any great beasts or anything gay over here? No, just an assload of cavalry, which is perfect, considering what I just placed down.
Ready for battle. Soldiers at the ready. Let us prepare for this war.
Alright, how about... I'm just gonna, like, choke that. And that. And maybe I could maybe actually have that be further back. Oh. Alright, well that was amusing, if nothing else. Right, whilst that was going on, I've kind of neglected doing everything else, because I'm not really entirely sure what I want to do with this position, honestly. Alright, so most of them are going to go over there. Cool. So I'll place most of the archers to look over in that direction, then. Except for you, which I'll bring down here. Right. And be snappy about it, if you please. Alright, well, that severely depleted their army numbers.
Like this, we will smash the enemy.
By a pretty good amount, as they just kind of keep running onto the spikes. Oh. Alright, the spikes killed about 28% of their army. Not bad. Not bad for wooden spikes. Not bad. Not bad at all. Pretty good for wooden spikes, in my opinion.
Let us prepare. We shall win this war.
These bridges are not easy to deploy on. Come on, boys. Get yourself waffled into something that resembles a firing position. Definitely place the those ones over here. Because then I might actually be able to shoot like sideways into that flock. I'm kind of just experimenting here, but I think I could probably shoot into that sideways on. I think so.
For Gondor.
Now, letting them through the walls does have the downside of allowing them to get some archers up, though, which I don't necessarily love. It does give them an opportunity to actually try and do some range damage back to me, which is not perfect. Especially as they're obviously going to attack the ranges and such on. I am amazed you can throw javelins at me from all the way over there. Genuinely rather impressed, honestly.
Only half the enemy force remains.
So some fucking good long-range javelins. What was that? Oh. Just a corpse freaking out a little bit. Entirely normal. Wait, excuse me? How exactly did you manage that, pray tell? I do love the AI's ability to just somehow break off, like, 2 individual models to go tag units. Fuck, I wish I had the ability to do that. That'd be real nice. Okay, well, safeguard the ballista then and bring those up. Oh god, these guys have not been able to do anything. They've just kind of been forced to stand there to get shot at without being able to get into position or shoot back or do anything at all. Somehow, these archers have managed to rearrange themselves into a fighting line. Remarkable.
Let us prepare for this war. Archers standing by.
Yeah, I don't think this is better than fighting at the gate, honestly. Because it allows the archers to get in too much, and that allows them to do too much range damage, I feel like. Well, somebody's having fun and giving orders somewhere.
Soldier battalion under The enemy army flees the field, awed by the victory.
Not necessarily superior, but not necessarily worse either. If I had some catapults, it would probably be objectively better, because I could lob it over and get the archers easier.
Watch for the enemy.
Total ransom value, 388. Okay, do you have 388 bucks? You do! Yay!
Gone from these lands.
They had money. It is rare. The Khan have killed another leader on Gondor.
I will only address you in... It will be an honor. Come and
Here comes the slow trickle. Slow trickle of stuff.
my lord. By your
Okay,
command.
so
Maintain order.
I'm obviously going to bring you. I'm going to bring you.
Merging by your command.
Can I bring that too? Yes, that leaves it at yellow, which is fine.
Captain of Gondor. Awaiting
Any
your
cool
command.
mercenaries? Corsair archers, Corsair raiders, 155 upkeep. That's not awful,
Slay them. Let us set up camp here.
but we don't need it just
My
yet.
lord, approaching quiet.
Maintain order.
My lord,
Hello there.
approaching
I will only address you in battle.
I don't like how quickly their numbers are beginning to grow in front of me here.
Awaiting your command.
Come and
This is another result of the free spawn system in that you see that they create, like, all of their armies are like 3 to 4 units large.
I respect
That's because they're all
my
rallying to a point. So they're creating 3 units, rallying 3 units, and so you create this kind of conga line effect.
Your attention is an honor, noble ally.
I half think that spawning the whole stack might be better, because at least they wouldn't be
Fulfill
so
the enemies of Gondor.
spread out.
Gondor is victorious. Quell this evil.
Alright, 10 to 3. Alright, so an auto-resolve is 247 men
We've
lost.
destroyed them.
Let me reload that one. I need to not lose that many men, because I'm going to need to deal with at least one of those stacks a turn. So I need to be able to kill them fairly quickly and fairly effectively. Let's try it in the field.
For the White City.
Or alternatively, unironically, what I should do, I should see if I can break up more of the Fruits of the Loin divisions. Because if I can push in northwards with them, well, they've got free replenishments, which means that suddenly my concern about replenishing my men on the march become a lot less problematic. I need to abuse that a little bit, but that's fine. Right, so I'm attacking...
We shall win this war. The enemy have brought up more men.
You guys immediately go and try and get that. bent.
Pick up your bows, countrymen.
War wagons.
I stand as your captain. We shall win this war.
And thus, you're about to get dicked, little war wagons. Really want to throw the cavalry into them to chase them down, but
the enemy force remains.
probably not a good idea, seeing as they're specifically anti-cav. Right, are you archers or what are you? You are javelins and javelins. Okay. Cavalry will deal with you then. In fact, I don't want you out in front because you're valuable. You need replenishment. Line up, me lads, line up. And get ready to give our most vile barbarian foe a warm Gondorian welcome. Welcoming them into our kingdom very, very soon. There you go. See, I was beginning to wonder about the efficiency of my arrows after seeing them all just plonk off a bunch of fucking unarmored vagabonds. But this is much more like it. This is what I was expecting out of good Gondorian steel-tipped arrows. Give the second one a couple of licks as well. Cavalry, prepare your advance.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Hold fire. Jesus. Fuck me, the javelins have got almost as much range as the fucking bows.
The enemy general lies dead.
Oh God, I was hanging back thinking like, okay, well they'll target the free captain's bodyguard troops, so it doesn't really matter. No, they'll target the fucking archers. They will. Man, they breed strong javeliners up in the north. I hope I can recruit some of those. Frightfully powerful throwers here, the Northmen.
Be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Okay, 60 men lost. Oh boy, that's dangerous for you two right there. 60 men lost is a hell of a lot better than 260 men lost. Better still, seeing as the majority of them were probably captain's guards.
Watch for the enemy.
Do you have money still? Yay!
Never shall they return.
I will only address you.
Slay them.
Alright. Druidane Hunters, missile attack 4. Murdag Skirmishers, missile attack 8. Missile attack 8. Liadi Billman, missile attack 6. That's fucking terrifying. Alright. Let's try and get another relatively low casualties battle under our belt. Numenorian steel bows. Yeah, no, they would be terrifying. A fucking steel bow. God. Obviously, you'd have to have, like, spring steel or something. Otherwise, you'd never draw that thing. Like, it would have a draw weight of... Like, fuck 200 pounds. Like, we've got 200, 880 pounds, 180 pounds battle bows today. Like, modern... Oh, not modern, but, you know. They existed. A Numenorian steel bow would surely be, like, 250, 300 pounds or something. Something fucking absurd. It would not be an effective battlefield weapon in the slightest if used by a human. Let's just put it like that. You'd need to be, you need to be somebody special. Somebody pretty fucking special.
The enemy have brought up more men.
Alright. Well, I'd love to hit the first half before the second arrives. They're all fucking archers, though. Archers in a forest as well. Actually, the bandits should go first. Right, AI, are you going to be intelligent and try to reunite with your allies? Partially. A little bit. The skirmishing cavalry is going to be annoying. Having noticed their range, I'm tempted to try and stand off from them, but I'm pretty sure they would outshoot me, and I'm pretty sure they would outshoot me easily, so... Probably not a good idea, as I used to think that my Blackroot Vale archers were pretty good, but after having run into these guys, I don't think so anymore. Right. Bandits in front, because frankly, I don't care about your lives. Your lives are utterly and completely replaceable. You are cheap, you are cheerful, and I have absolutely no plans whatsoever of replacing or reinforcing you at any point. Right. The Vale Archers do have a lot of range, at least. I will say that much for them. Half tempted to just actually stand here and let them kind of attack me, and then take all of the damage on the fucking bandits, maybe? Right, because they're gonna skirmish with me, are they? Yes, they are. Of course they are. Well, I'm not too worried about the skirmish cavalry necessarily, because skirmish cavalry usually don't do very well against archers. Bandits... Feel free to go up and engage the skirmishers. Jesus. Fucking Christ. I feel like they've overtuned the javelins a few 1000%, if I'm to be entirely honest with you. I don't think any javelins should be fucking equal ranging archers for relatively obvious reasons, and yet here we most assuredly are. Here we most assuredly are. Right, you go contact with the billman. And the archers are just going to keep picking away at their cavalry. You are shooting, I hope. You are. You're just not being quite as effective as I was hoping you would be. Nice. The hunters broke immediately. Very nice. Where the fuck are you going? Where are you actually going? Please don't go over there. That's...
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost
That's
half
not
their
at
men.
all where I wanted you to go. Thank you very much for disobeying orders so very, very willfully and blatantly. those dealt with the front line down. That was a lot more casualties than I wanted, because for some fucking reason they ran themselves directly into the spearmen instead of continuing to attack the audience I told them to. Brilliant. And archers, you're pretty much just going to have to follow up the cavalry. Do a little bit of damage, then try and flee again. These billmen are apparently very good as well. Keep shooting the cavalry, because you're the only ones that can actually kill them. Right, did we get... Yes, we left behind the spearmen. Good. Right, bandits. You got the foresters tagged. Nice. And the archers will be able to deal with the cavalry. Hey.
Good time. The enemy general abandons his men. Only half the enemy force remains.
Well, I suppose you could say that he abandons his men. He is dead, so that is a form of abandonment, I do suppose. And you dealt with the skirmish cavalry. Good job. Very impressed by their billmen and their spearmen. They actually beat up the unit of clansmen sent to fight them, pretty much. And seeing as clansmen are supposed to be specifically anti-armored units, that is very impressive. Right, we got that one tagged.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Definitely more casualties than I'm happy with again. Especially amongst the cavalry.
This is a clear victory.
357. Not good enough. They're going to choke me out long before I get to them at that rate.
Watch for the enemy.
I do need the money. And since they haven't been at war with me for a while, they haven't actually been asked for, you know, ransoms. And so they actually have money.
Captain of Gondor.
My lord.
Alright, so most of the stuff in there now is like scattered shit. So it's not as dangerous as it looks.
I will only address you.
But I think they might have worn down enough of my dudes to the point where I don't know if I can take it.
Maintain order. Quell this evil. Ready your weapons.
And fighting on the bridge really isn't much of an advantage against an army filled with nothing but 5 miles over the horizon fucking javelin men.
My lord.
If I could siege them out...
Was that your best shot?
Nah, there's an entire another army over there.
Approaching quietly. Approaching quietly.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Yeah.
Onward.
Too many casualties. I couldn't deal with 4 partial stacks, plus another stack, plus another stack, plus the usual reinforcements. I need to get an army that can kill them faster and more effectively, because I am going to get choked by the constant spawning 3 stacks. I need more captains, I think.
Captain of Gondor.
You don't have anything else to do at the moment, so let's get you up there. Need more captains. Didn't I get a new captain recently? Captain? Captain? Not necessarily. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, you're new. You're particularly ugly, too. You might be sent over there as fruits of the loin.
Ready your weapons.
Service guarantees
Whereas
citizenship.
these guys I kind of
Captain of
need.
Gondor. It will be an honor defeating you. Let us settle matters on the field of battle.
Okay, well, at least the Dol Amroth army might finally have something to do, because there's another Black Numenorian army there.
Ready your weapons.
I respect you, my enemy.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Okay, send you up there. Try to cock block them a little bit. Clansman, maybe?
Ready your weapons.
I respect you in, but there will be much honor in defeating you.
I don't really have an army that can deal with them over
I
here.
respect you in battle.
I will not waste words on you.
Not
Captain
outside of a
Gondor.
siege scenario. Max every stat, nice. There's quite a lot of Amrothians inside the city, so maybe if I go over there and force them to do an offensive battle, I could join in and beat
There
them.
will be much honor in.
But I also kind of want Lynn here, if I'm to be entirely honest. I kind of want them to take it, and then I can take it.
You in battle.
JD's new gold standard, donates £5. Someone asked our head of commercial services what brand of washing machine he has. He said, "My wife has a name, you know." That is a good response.
Awaiting your command.
Captain of Gondor.
Not sure if I want to go over there. Not certain. Not certain. Let me get another unit of
Ready your
archers.
weapons.
If I'm pulling these back, which I am, I'll probably need to reform them. Regardless. Reform them how? Okay, so if we're dealing with skirmishers that just have an assload of javelins, and they have incredibly long-range javelins, I imagine the best way would be to just rush them with, like, militia, and then use archers to deal with their long-range stuff. That would logically seem to be the best
of
solution
Gondor.
to my current conundrum, I think. If you leave that, does that? Yeah, that costs about 1,000 gold. So nope, you're staying there.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Let us set up
You're
camp.
definitely staying there. And I can recruit those to reinforce. Yep. Ooh. Oh, yes. Do upgrade the walls. Do upgrade the walls, because then I can get lots of new cool buildings as well. And I do like new cool buildings. I do like new cool buildings.
Captain of Gondor.
Ah, God, I don't know what
Let
I'm...
us settle matters on the field of
I
battle.
don't know what I want to do here, because I gotta
will be
try
much
and stop
honor
them
in
somehow,
defeating
but
you.
I don't have the armies or the money. That one is a tiny pinch cheaper. Get one of those. Do I want the Gondorian archers? I really don't kind of want the Gondorian archers. I feel like the Gondorian archers will kind of eat up a valuable slot, but then again, it's 5 missile attack is not bad, is it? It's actually better than the Blackroot Vale archers for some mysterious reason. And they are fucking tough, but they're also really expensive. Really, really stupendously expensive. Five turns, 3 turns. Oi. Long while until I can get some more Gondor infantry. Do you have upkeep in there? You do, annoyingly enough.
As you wish.
Scrimp and scrape, save every penny. Retrain those. Do I need those archers for anything? Oh. I mean, I should probably keep them. We'll just keep them at low strength for now. Speaking of low strength, you.
Yes, my
You
lord.
were coming over here.
Impossible. Without question. Yes. Stopping here.
I forget where I moved that spy to. Probably this guy.
Approaching my lord.
Yes, definitely that guy.
Approaching my lord. Approaching quietly. Approaching quietly.
Eolthun, once I can get him free from this city, will actually be a huge help pushing into their territory. Because he can charge in there with the Swan Knights and not give a fuck about what's in his way. Not a flying fuck. How's this city working out? It's growing nicely. 855 bucks extra income. Actually quite nice. I'm still putting off what the fuck I'm supposed to do over here. I still don't know. Ugh.
Protect the blood of Numenor. It will be an honor defeating you.
Well, let's at least move until a range of relieving Ethring or Tarnost if required, I guess.
Ready your weapons.
I really wish they would attack these places. I am trying really hard to make them very appealing to attack, but the Varayag just don't give a shit, it seems. Also, you can tell the spawn stacks from the normal stacks, because the normal stacks have their movement blocked by objects, like the Gondorian forts, whereas the other ones don't. At all. God, I don't want to recruit more troops down here, I really don't. It's such a drain on my resources, but I suppose I can't afford not to. Oh, Dol Amroth, you gonna do something useful? No, you're gonna move over there. Okay, well, that's something at least. Ooh, yes, there's a mod for Lord of the Rings for Attila coming, isn't there? I'm actually quite looking forward to that one. I hope it's good. I hope it's really good. I hope the Medieval 2 mod for Attila too. That one's still under development. That one's getting closer. The what was it called again? The I don't remember now, but just a series of numbers. That was what it was called. That one's looking pretty good. I would love some Medieval 2 in Attila. That'd be nice. Medieval 2, but with a better graphical engine. Be very nice, very nice.
Cowards!
Ooh, the Dol Amrothians are pretty much done for, aren't they? Yep, they are. Alright, well, on the bright side, the Dol Amrothians, my useless fucking neighbors, are dead. On the other, I now have to deal with the fact that Dol Amroth, my useless fucking neighbor, is dead. Yep, and that actually destroys them. Oh, god damn it. Well, they were... Dol Amroth was the biggest weakness this entire campaign. They have been nothing but an enormous fucking liability. Like, they don't build armies, they don't use them effectively, they tie up I don't even know how much potential tax income, and they deprive you of knowing where all of the enemy's fucking free spawn stacks are landing. Which, if you know where they're landing, you can actually move to respond to them. Whereas if you don't know, of course, you're going to end up getting blindsided quite repeatedly. So a part of me
Let us
is
settle
glad, another
matters
part
on
of me
the
is
field of
not very
battle.
glad.
I
Because now, of
respect
course, I have to deal with their
There will be much
failure.
honor in defeating you.
God, I don't have the money.
Have a taste of my blade.
Well, it doesn't matter if I don't have the money, honestly. I don't have
I'm
a
gonna stick you.
choice. I'm simply just gonna have to mobilize what troops I do have and start marching over there. Simple as.
Will, my lord. By your command. March to exhaustion, continuing later. As you wish.
I can't really garrison much, and yeah, just moving my army will bankrupt me. Just the act of transferring troops alone will bankrupt me. That is the Gondorian economy.
As you wish. I will only address you in battle.
Alright, well, I can double this one
Your command.
back
Let
a
us
little
sit up
bit.
count.
I wish they would at least change sides. You know, when they die, I wish at least they would just give me their stuff instead of being like, oh no, we're independent now. Are you really? Is that how Dol Amroth works? Because I don't think that's how Dol Amroth works.
It will be an honor.
In fact, I'm pretty
defeating
certain
you.
that's not how Dol Amroth works. I'm 100% sure, in fact.
Ready your weapons. Slay them.
First and foremost, let's chase you off. Oh boy. Jesus, well you look fucking terrifying, don't you? Yeah, you do. The Black Numenorians are employing the same Fruits of the Loin strategy as I have been.
Units, await my orders.
Right, I have 3 units of Fruits of the Loin, which is up against their significantly larger number of Fruits of the Loin units, which is unfortunate. And only 2 archers. The 2 archers might be the biggest unfortunate thing. Let's see. Are those archers? Those look like archers. Right. Normally, in such a scenario, the best way to deal with them would, of course, be to surround them, and that's probably what I'm gonna need to go for here. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of morale in this game, and if you can't break orc troops, I can only imagine that trying to break Black Numenorians is gonna be a lot worse again. A lot worse, I imagine. I'll get a little bit of arrowing off first. Kinda wish these were clansmen, because if they were clansmen, they'd have a bit more anti-armor. I don't think that's what I ordered you to do, but okay, units. If you wish. Not a whole lot of damage being done.
Let us prepare for this war.
And I don't think I've done a single casualty's worth of damage to them. And they're wounded, but I don't know if they give a shit about being wounded.
Heresy's the question.
Alright, then we can try and shoot them in the... Move, archers! I've ordered you to move. Please follow instructions. Right, so I've got the pikemans in the rear, which is nice. Their units are very good. I'm getting used to that. And get in the rear of those pike dudes. Now, normally you'd think pikemen getting attacked from behind would immediately get somewhat panicky, but you would be wrong. You would be terribly wrong, in fact. Archers will do most of the damage up there, so I'm not going to throw in the last unit of territorial guardsmen. It's like what? Completely surrounded, out-qualitied, and rounded on all sides? No. Our morale is eager. Taking massive casualties, being cut down by the dozen? What do you think this is, a war game? Jesus Christ, no. This does not affect our determination in the slightest, I'll have you know. It really actually doesn't. Alright, well, grind. 27 dudes left. The problem is, I'm going to run out of blocking units before they do. Fighting to the last man, again. There exists no such thing as morale. It is a foreign concept. Okay. Reposition to try and deal with the other household guards. Here, we're just going to block those. I am out of arrows, unfortunate, and I have not inflicted a single casualty, I think, on the... yeah, no, not a 121. I have not inflicted one casualty upon them. Oh, boy. Well, surely attacking them from behind should cause some damage, I hope and pray. Not really, no. They seem to just be a lot better than me. Don't let them leave.
The battle is very much in our favor.
That's one
Only
guy
half
down.
The enemy force remains.
Right, well, we'll surround them completely with the archers and the retarded hope that that will somehow cause some sort of morale effect to kick in. It doesn't, but... You done down here, or are you still fighting someone? Oh, you're still fighting someone. Okay. Well, whenever you're ready.
Our army is tiring.
I know, they're fighting one dude. Ah, there we go. Right. March up here then and get ready to fight one more dude. Make sure we keep them as surrounded as possible. Who knows?
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
The morale might kick in at some point. There. least they're getting cut down nicely from all sides. That's something. %, 99%. There's one guy left. There he is. I like the look of the Black Numenorians. Gold and black. That's pretty snazzy. And they've clearly got some really solid armor, in case you couldn't tell. There we go.
A worthy enemy, but we awed by the victory we have won here today.
I don't know about that. Feels like a pretty fucking awful fight. This is to remind me of Kenshi in a weird way. Except in Kenshi, he probably would have won in the end. Zero says, this FNAF DLC is sick. Maybe CA should take notes. Maybe they should. Maybe they should.
Have mercy.
I think I'm just going to execute you. I wish they got some kind of public order malice for continuing to kill their own leaders. I really feel as if every time you kill one of their fucking kings, their entire nation should get fucked over for a little bit, you know? It would seem reasonable.
I respect you,
the
my enemy.
The video game obviously disagrees with this, but it would be nice. It would be very nice.
Your will, my lord. I respect you in battle.
Did the reason count now? No, I'm still draining like $1,000 out of my treasury because I had the audacity to move my army somewhere. Oh, terrible. Well, that'll finish next turn. That'll probably deal with most
Captain of Gondor.
of the problem.
Let us set up camp here.
Oh, mercenaries. Yeah, I'm sure I want to buy some mercenaries right about now. That sounds like a brilliant idea. Okay, I am beginning to notice one very big problem with this mod. It feels like every unit that isn't a general is kind of fucking worthless. Am I wrong? Like, that battle was basically won solely by the general's bodyguards. Almost solely against enemy bodyguards. I feel like all of the regular units are just kind of there to, I don't know, drain my coffers and occasionally look pretty. Except they don't even look all that pretty.
Protect the blood of orders.
I mean, hell, even these cities are being held not by the actual units, but by the general's bodyguards occupying the cities. Which seems a bit, I really feel like they've overtuned it way too much. Where you have to rely almost on pure cheese to get by. As I don't know, that's not my preferred gameplay experience, but maybe it's other people's. It does seem to be popular, if nothing else. Should I get some more dudes out of here? I feel like I should. So, I don't know where you're gonna go. God damn, you're fast.
I respect you, my enemy.
Holy shit, you are fast.
Let us settle matters on the field of battle.
Right, well, you are gonna double back over there. I've got these guys that I can break off. They will have javelins, which will help a little bit against the enemy's generals.
Defeating you.
I take it these are pretty much all like their starting generals because they all have really enormous stats.
There will be much honor in defeating
I would presume. Oh, God, money. Why is money always such an insurmountable problem for Gondor? Why is the largest human nation on Earth so unfathomably poor? This is the question I ask myself.
I'm gonna stick you. Have a taste of my blade.
Now, I'd prefer it if you two would attack me now, so I can maybe peel off some more fruits of the loins, because I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4... I could peel off at least one more fruits of the loin from up here, which would be very useful. And maybe you. Do you serve a purpose here?
Captain of Gondor.
You earned me $100 more, which I don't know if I can afford to not have $100 more, mind you. That's a very good question.
Awaiting your command.
Okay, they're moving towards Isengard. I'm happy to see it. Alright, who's attacking? They're attacking Osgiliath, Eastern Osgiliath. Alright. What are you attacking with? More strange beasts? Oh, yeah. And trolls. Great beasts and trolls. That's all they've got now. Yes, the number of elite units are starting to become very, very, very worrying.
Let them have it, men!
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
Units, await my orders!
They are. They're spawning ever increasingly good troops. Which is very unfortunate for me. Ah, that's interesting. So this time they got to deploy very close. Ah, Jesus. That is the worst possible situation for me, because that allows them to attack both gates at once. Fuck. Well, that's a nightmare, because I don't actually know where to defend then. I don't really have any way of guessing either. Alright, let's set up over here for now. If I deploy everything over there, will they send stuff over there?
Stay together, men! Onward!
Let's see. If the video game will allow me to deploy, there we go.
Units for Gondor! Ready! Units march!
Right. Let's see. What direction are you going to head in? That away. Alright. Well, I'm kind of forced to go back to the bridges now, probably. Actually, I should have put the archers up here. Yeah, that would actually have been way smarter if I'd put the archers over here. In fact, you can go over there now. Alright, fruits of the loins. First, the free units. Then the fruits of the loins. Then the reserve units. I wonder if I could shoot those into panic. That would be mildly amusing. I wish they counted as cavalry. I really do. It would have been really great if they counted as cavalry.
Pick up your bows! Pick up your bows! Archer battalion standing by! Archers standing by! Units double time! Have an arrow!
Don't shoot at those. Those aren't going to be as useful to me.
Pick up your bows! Standing by!
Are you hurting them at all? Are you lobbing, perchance? No, you're shooting straight. Good, good. I have no idea how much armor or how many hit points those things have, so I'm not at all sure that shooting them is a good idea, but that's what we're going to do for now.
Ready for battle! Take them out! Attack!
Well, this is mildly retarded. Are you sending dudes up there? I hope not. Right, well, Ballista, come over here too, I guess. The AI seems to be having a little bit of trouble deploying, so I see no reason not to take advantage of it. Faramir has emptied about half of his ammo. He has not killed a single enemy unit. And then they all decided to go up that way instead. Oh, brilliant. See, this is going to be a pure fucking guessing game, and if I guess wrong, I basically need to just reload the entire thing. And yes, that inflicted absolutely 0 damage on them whatsoever. Brilliant. Yep. Like, it's a pure guessing game. It is a pure fucking guessing game. If I guess wrong, the battle is over before it even begins, because I don't have enough units to fight all of their free units on their own terms. Fire attacks make them rampage? Okay, that's nice to know. So the Ballista might be able to make them rampage then. I wish they'd allow the archers to keep fire arrows, because that might actually allow you to play around with the morale mechanic a bit more. Zero says, on the top of Grand Strategy, did you work out a solution for D&D bickering? Maybe you should put a ban on talking about Dead Space. That is probably going to be the next subject to be banned, yes. Governmental corruption, the latest election. There are many things that probably need to be removed from public discourse. Alright, well, if they're gonna stay out there forever, I guess at least I can move the ballistas over here now. This is such a... this is such a stupid thing. Well, stupid thing or not, you deal with what you have to deal with, I suppose. Alright, line up, boys. We're gonna do this again. Okay, so they actually chose to go up here. Now, do they always choose to go up here, or... that's the big question. Let us assume that they always choose to go up here. Assumptions are the mothers of all fuck-ups, but on this particular occasion, we're just gonna have to go with it. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, what are you doing? What? No, just... you can shoot them. There's no walls in the way. Remember, there's no walls on this map for reasons. Oh, that's great. Are you gonna do what I think you're gonna do? Are you gonna destroy your own ballista by shooting like this? You are. Okay. I'm not gonna interrupt them because I feel it would be churlish. I wish to give the AI an opportunity to demonstrate that it is not necessarily as intelligent as I would like it to be. Oh, alright, that worked. Whee! Holy shit, it hits! Damn! Wow, all of them hit that. Okay. Oh, yeah, there we go. Now they're starting to hit itself. Yep. Okay, Ballista, come on. Get into position, you fucking tard. Right. Little bit too much Robin Hood there, buddy. You know, I just need you to... I need you to hit the great beasts. I don't need you to all hit the same great beasts. That is unnecessary. I mean, if you would just shoot. Presumably the AI knows what I'm targeting, so they just keep moving them. Meanwhile, all of my archers have spent a lot of ammunition, causing some casualties, but not really enough casualties.
Archer battalion standing by. Archers standing by. Start the barrage! Ballista!
Yeah, this doesn't really work very well, does it? It really, unironically does not. What about the trolls? Can you hit the trolls? The trolls suddenly going to start dodging as well. Every ballista hits the exact same motherfucking troll. Or are they shooting at the... They're shooting at the ram. God fucking help me.
Men of Gondor!
God unironically help me.
Soldiers at the ready! Gondor militia! Steady! Start the barrage!
This siege is gonna be a problem. Especially as they also keep sending one of those over there, which I can't really stop. Or kill, frankly.
Soldiers at the ready! Battalion standing by! Soldier battalion at the ready!
Oh, they're gonna send both over there. Oh, that's a perfect flanking force, unironically, because I don't know if I can do anything to fight those things. I don't think so. I don't think any unit in my army can actually stand up to those. Faramir, would you like to try and fight a bunch of giant, weird rhinoceroses? Let's see how you do. I feel like you're not going to do very well. I feel like this is almost guaranteed to be absolutely disastrous.
Fire is the answer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thrown his life away. Perhaps our chances of victory with it.
Yep, pretty much. Right.
Our enemies may have won this.
I am going to have to search for a way to cheese this battle, because, yeah, due to their deployment position and attacking me on both sides, I don't think there's any way I can possibly win this without abusing the fuck out of the AI. Because, I don't really have any units that can fight those great beasts. At all. So if they go around, I can't stop them. And if the rest of the army goes the other way, I can maybe stop the rest of the army, but I can't stop those. If only my city actually had walls, or towers, or anything like that. That would be nice, but it does not. Zero says, last one tonight. No clue what happens with Dev and Kirsche, but do you think there's any way to have her on ArchCast to talk about the bridge stuff? I think so. In fact, I've been planning on bringing her and RGE on at some point, so maybe. Well, I'll see if I can't arrange something like that. It's almost like you're standing alone against the darkness or something. No, I'm standing alone against infinitely respawning enemy elite stacks. There's the difference. Now, the only problem here is that the AI is put itself in a position where I have a city without walls, or defensive towers, or gates, being attacked by stacks with units that I literally have no unit that can actually defeat at all. And so it's either find a way to exploit the video game or not play it, really. As that's basically the end goal at that point. I'll figure something out, though. I'm presuming if I can... probably... No, I'm just going to need to find a way to dinkle in the ballistas so that they can shoot precisely over the walls. That's the question. Because if I can just panic even one of them, they'll kill the entire enemy army without me needing to do much about it. But I won't force you to sit through 5 hours of dingling a ballista around, so I'm going to deal with that. And I'll see you all again later, I guess. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I do hope to see you all again soon. Have a very good day, and thank you for your generous donations as well. Good night, everyone.